Y'all doing good?
Con.
Good, good. Oh, we're on now? Okay. All right, we back up? All right, let me see if we can get some questions real quick. If not, we just go right into class. Yeah, I don't think it's yeah, this is no, this is another this is another way, another approach about it. All right, so since we're back on, we'll wait till they start coming back in. Sorry about that.
On mine it says 7 people watching. Yes.
So go to go to Galatians 6:1. Just gonna have to go right into the scriptures, man. Go to Galatians 6 verse 1. Let's go into these scriptures. And I mean, if the connection stays, then we can go in questions after class, but we're just gonna go into our class now. That way we can get these scriptures out, because we can't just be waiting the whole time. The internet is acting up. Forgive us. Hopefully it records it, because what's going to happen is it might be chopped up so much it might not record it. Alright, if it keeps steady, then we'll answer your questions after class, or after we go over this class. So go to Galatians 6:1. The class we're going to be talking about is being restored. And what is the Bible? What is the functioning of the Bible? What does it supposed to do for you? So read that Galatians 6 verse 1.
Galatians chapter 6 verse 1.
Right.
Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault,
right,
ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness.
Right. So, a person, a brother, a sister that's overtaken in a fault, we're going to understand what the Bible is doing. In this verse, the Bible is telling you why it's here, its purpose. Okay, so read it one more time.
Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault.
So if you see that brother or his sister is falling, weak, they stumble, double-minded, because that's what you get. You get a lot of brothers and sisters that come in, they're weak, double-minded, unsure, they don't know how to deal, they don't know how to act, right? They don't know what they're messing up a lot. You got to do what?
Ye which are spiritual.
So it comes back to us that are spiritual. If we claim to be spiritual, the ones that have eyes to see, and you know that because your senses are exercised. Go ahead.
Restore such an...
Do what?
Restore.
So the Bible is here to do what?
Restore.
The scriptures is here to do what?
Restore.
The word is here to do what?
Restore.
That's the purpose of the Bible. It's not to break you down. You understand that? It's not to break you down. What you got?
It says, bring back, to repair, or to renovate. To build new.
I like that. To repair, to renovate. Because to restore a lot of brothers and sisters, you gotta take out all the old stuff. The Bible is not meant to break you down. It's not meant to tell you, to make you feel as though you're nothing. As though you ain't never gonna be nothing. Right? You're useless. You're just wicked. You're just a wicked Israelite. But we got to understand why it does that. Right? Cant?
Cant.
You got to ask yourself, well, why does the Bible do that consistently? Because from Genesis to Revelations, it's about reminding us what? What does it remind us? Ariah.
Yes, sir. The question one more time, sir.
What does it remind us? From Genesis to Revelations, what is it reminding us? Youre. Pertaining to the point.
Oh, it's to bring us back, to restore us, to get rid of all the.
No, but it's not. Okay. Is the Bible, when you read the Bible, a lot of times, it's reminding us a lot about what things we did in the past, right?
Gone.
What bad things we did in the past, right?
Gone.
From Genesis to Revelations, it's a reminder of what you did, how wicked you were, and how not to be.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Right?
Gone.
Okay. So that's what the Bible, that's what the Bible does. It ain't really a good picture. It ain't really this wholesome, like, hey, you come in and you're supposed to feel good. I'm wicked, right? I'm off, right?
Right.
They take it and they take the Bible the wrong way. They're not understanding the Bible's here to restore you. So a lot of times you get a lot of brothers and sisters on the guilt trip. A lot of times you get a lot. Truth hurts. What else? Yeah.
Because you actually, the sin is revealed that you've actually really been doing wrong.
Sin is revealed, right? That's why it hurts, right? This is all true. What else? What else? Why does it hurt some people? The Bible just says restore. Why a lot of brothers and sisters don't feel like they're being restored? Yeah. You had your hand? We're restoring the broken things, the things that are destroyed. Right?
God.
And get their feelings hurt.
God.
Their mind and their spirit get broke down. And what do I say about that? Like, if I come to say, yeah, I'm a wanna, you know what? Right? That can hurt somebody's feelings. To the point to where they're like, well, I just ain't gonna say nothing then. You see how the Bible is feelings get beat. Yeah, you're right, but it's not that easy. See, I could this class could have been me coming in here and saying, well, we went over the other day, Israel stubborn in wickedness. We did that the other day. Because they don't understand that when that brother or sister comes to you, it's not to break you down, it's to restore you. Matthew 18. So you'll think, the Bible says they're going to do it. It don't work like that. I wish it did, and I wish it was that easy. We give them the scripture, and what happens? They be like, oh, yeah, the Bible say that, that's what I'm going to do. No, it don't work like that. 1,000 times we go over Matthew 18, if you got a problem with a brother. But how many of y'all in relationships, you there with your rib? You right next to your rib and what? I ain't gonna say nothing to her. Why? Because it ain't that easy. It ain't that easy as I'm gonna go ahead and practice the Bible. It's not that easy because a lot of people don't work like that. How they perceive the Bible and how they get understanding is a lot based off of what they think and what they feel. as opposed to what the Most High said. Y'all understand that? So you have to see that if you or tell every time I come to you, it's something negative. Like negative, what the? Wait a minute. What, read St. John 6 verse 63?
It is the spirit that quickeneth.
Wait a minute. Even it like that. Dirty head, knucklehead hoe. Then they are going to be able to say what? So I come back and I say, well, I'm the one that has an issue with you. And Shawashana, and I say, well, the scripture said you need to go talk to her. Matthew 18, right? Go talk to the sister. When you come back and say, it don't matter what I say. So you're just going to look at me negative anyway. I know, it don't make no damn sense, right? But that's what people say. It don't matter what I do, you're just going to look at me negative. But I just... Huh?
You always come negative.
Yeah, you always come negative. So what is that stopping me from doing?
Going to the person.
What?
You're no longer want to tell the person you don't want to talk to them.
If you're weak minded, this is just the Strong's definition of to life. You understand that? So read it again, St. John 6 verse 63.
It is the spirit that quickeneth.
Go ahead.
The flesh profiteth nothing.
The flesh doesn't profit. So your constant reminder of what? Not to be in the flesh. Right? You're getting the word and you're constantly being brought back to life. You're renewed. See, that's why it's like the child that doesn't want to take the medicine. The child that doesn't want to accept the medicine. They want to spit it out is because they think it's nasty. But they don't know that if they take the medicine, what happens? It's going to heal them, right? It's going to change them. And that's what we always have to remember about the knowledge of the Bible, that the Bible's here to change you and to heal you. You understand that? The knowledge of the scriptures is to heal you and to change you. I'm going to say it again. While everybody's watching Samakai sit down ever so like it's a movie. The knowledge is here to heal you and to change you. Those two things. Every word in wow, man, I needed that. Damn, hearty counsel. Like, wow, bro, damn, the water for letting me know that I was this way because now I feel renewed. You see that?
God.
Now, we're going to get to the point where everybody's thinking. We're going to get to that point, but I'm going to start out this way. Because we know why they do that. We know why that brother, you told him, hey, listen, you did this right in front of the police. No, I didn't. Like, bro, you did it right in front of the cops. No. Like, you got pride. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear. I don't want to listen. We know what it is. Then when you tell brothers and sisters, they what? They shut down on you. Why? Because they don't understand that what is being told to you is not to destroy you. It's to what? It's to heal you. It's to bring you to life. You understand that? How many instances we get in to where it's like, don't do this with your, you don't supposed to be doing that with your rib. Right? Brothers get offended instead of thinking it's what?
Counsel.
Instead of thinking it's healing. How many times you tell your rib, hey, listen, don't do it this way, do it that way, and she gets offended or hurt? You think she's looking at you like, hey, the what of Youre? Damn, bro. Thanks, baby. Hey, give me a hug, babe. When's the last? I ain't gonna tell him nothing no more. Why? Because he's gonna tell me what's on my mind. And he's gonna tell me where I'm off. He's gonna tell me where I'm doing wrong. You understand? And why are they like that? Because they're so young, they don't know these basics, that the Bible's here to quicken you. What?
That's what kids do to us when we
Yeah.
talk to them.
Yeah.
They just like,
They shut down. Right. Instead of them saying, wait a minute, mom and dad is telling me, it's like we had to do at the house. I got this picture offline about, you know, people with bad teeth. Took it, laminated it, and said, this is what happened when you don't brush your teeth. Because you got to show them what I'm telling you to do is not tormenting you, is to bring your teeth. That way when you get old my age, you don't have to have fake teeth. You understand? Yeah, and I'm not even old. You got brothers, there's certain cats at my age that got fake teeth. Why? Because they didn't take care of it. But the kids are what? I got to brush my teeth. They don't understand. But that's how Israel is. You're like, you're leading them right to life. And we get like that in what? Relationship counseling. You're giving them the wisdom out of the Bible. And you go to relationship counseling and be like, the reason why your relationship is because of this. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that the Most High is pulling me and separating me from my rib. I don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. Why? Because did I make it up?
La.
Did I make up Matthew's sin?
La.
Why you don't want to hear it? Why? Because you don't want to hear the word. But you're a Bible guy, right?
Done.
But why you don't want to hear it? Why you don't like to hear that part? Why in the middle of it, you going through it, you don't want to hear this is why it's happening? Why? Because you're forgetting the Bible was here to heal you out of that situation, to strengthen you in your battle. Not for you to fall weak to it or to be like reject the knowledge and be like, you know what? I don't want to hear you right now. I know you are talking to me, but I'm not listening. We had this brother in Albuquerque do that. He closed the door. It's actually S.O.W's brother. When he left the truth, we went to his apartment. He closed the door, locked the door. We was like, we know you in there. We know you're in the room. And you know what he said? I already know what y'all gonna say. Why did he do that? Obviously, he was rejecting the knowledge, right?
God.
But at a certain time, you stop forgetting that the Bible, that the wisdom of the Bible is health. That is to renew you. It's to renew your mind and bring it to life. The Spirit is life. So you can't never shut it down. You can never stop wanting to hear the scriptures and the wisdom. Why? Because then you're going to lose that life that was supposed to be given to you in that situation. You understand this? And it said what? Read it one more time.
Verse 68.
Uh-huh.
Then Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go?
Uh-huh.
Thou hast the words of eternal life.
Yeah, but everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. But how come you shut down and don't want to hear it? How come you do the reverse psychology and don't want to hear the words of life? Think about it. It's there. You can read it with your own two eyes. But how come you shut down to where you don't want to hear it? Because you stop understanding that you're being healed. Our job here is not to do anything but heal you. But your interpretation of what healing is the problem. I don't think you're healing me right now. I don't think those words are healing me. I don't want to hear those words. What?
I'm just going to say on that, a lot of people, if you're getting corrected, a lot of people would think that somebody's judging them negatively. Like, you're telling me negative stuff about myself and I don't want to hear it.
Right. You're telling me things negatively about me. Now, I didn't use the word correction in here. I didn't use the word reproof. What we're talking about is restoring. Jesus restores you. right? We're restoring you, but why you're not looking at it as restoring? Why you're not looking at it as this man's helping me, this sister's helping me? You see that? So that's what the Bible's here to do. Read Psalms 19 and 7 and 8. And then another brother gave me Psalms 119 and 50.
Psalms 19?
Yeah, Psalms 19 and 7. And you're going to read verse 8.
Done.
Read. Y'all got it? No, that's not everybody. Y'all got it? Go ahead.
Psalms chapter 19 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
The law of the Lord is perfect.
Is what?
Is perfect.
Go ahead. That's why, you know what we train, right? When we tell brothers, we give brothers counsel at home, like we tell them, don't say it from your mouth, because you know how but it's going to be a different power when you open up the Bible and you have them read the verse. Why? Because in their mind, they're thinking, you're telling me this. They're thinking like, yeah, what you're saying is your counsel. Saying it and go to it and prove it. Go ahead, read.
Verse 8.
Uh-huh.
The statutes of the Lord are right.
Because the commandments, the statutes, the laws are right. Go ahead.
Rejoicing the heart.
The Bible is supposed to do what?
Rejoicing the heart.
The law is supposed to do what?
Rejoicing the heart.
When you get the word, I hope, see, when you say word, people are thinking like 10 Commandments, Christ is black. Okay. When you get counsel, advice, when you're led to do something the way outside of what you think is right, you're supposed to rejoice that you're being restored and you're being taught the right thing, or you're being showed the right thing about yourself. Where's the rejoicing at? Where's the joy at in hearing the word? That's what the Bible's here for. When he calls us in Jeremiah an adulterous, stiff-necked, hard-headed harlot, that's to rejoice you. It's to rejoice you, to make you be happy for what you're not no more. When he goes to Ezekiel the 16 and says, you were like the Hamites, you were in your mire, you were nothing, and I made you something. That was to rejoice you, to restore you, to bring you back to life. That's what this Bible's about, man. Everything in here is to rejoice you. Because it's enlightening you that you were what? You were once that. That's rejoicing. Now I'm not that. That's why you rejoice, right? I'm not that anymore. So you're rejoicing. You're giving praises to the Most High. Go ahead, read.
Rejoicing the heart.
Read.
The commandment of the Lord is pure.
Right?
Enlightening the eyes.
Yeah, enlightening. It's awakening. You know, it makes you want to say hallelujah. Why? Because that's what the Bible's here for. But do we take it like that? Do we feel restored? Why don't we feel restored a lot of times when we get counsel, advice, and wisdom from the Bible? Why? Yeah.
Because at the first it be grievous sometimes. Depending on how they heart is.
Right.
It be grievous.
It be grievous. You hit it right on time. At first it be grievous. What else? Why? Oh, you're fixing your glasses.
Yeah.
What? Why? Why is it not received like that? Why?
Sometimes it's burdensome.
Now, see, now you're talking. You're talking real from your heart. Why is it burdensome? Yeah.
Because one, it might be the messenger, or
Stand up.
one, it might be the messenger. Two,
I like that. I like that. Now you're being real. See, I like when we get into real, not that vague BS conversation. It might be the messenger. What about the messenger? Go ahead.
Okay.
Why you keep raising your hand? Me and you are having a conversation.
Bet.
Why you gotta keep raising your hand? What?
No, you're good. No, it might be the messenger because of a track record or a history that you built up, some part of the past where you didn't execute the Bible correctly, so you got this vain imagination built up against this person who's giving you counsel or who's correcting you in a fashion.
Where does that come from?
That comes from holding a grudge. That comes from bitterness. That comes from not applying the Bible from the beginning.
Okay, yeah, which is good. Comes from holding a grudge. You got some outlook on the individual that's giving you the knowledge.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You gotta think about it. Then why are you sitting around learning from that individual? You gotta think about that. Why are you sleeping next to your husband when you don't even like nothing that comes out of his mouth? Why you haven't moved out? Why you didn't just pack your bags and be like, I don't believe nothing this man's saying? Why that never happened? Why? What?
Well, you think you can change him. You think eventually he's going to change because either you're going to nag him to death or you're going to, freeze him out or, you're going to soft talk him, but maybe he'll change.
Right, and that's how Israel comes in with us. They think we're going to change. So I know I use a man and a wife example, but it's not even about that. It's about all of us, how we react to what this individual is now telling me that it's supposed to be restoring me. You're supposed to be restoring me. And I use the husband and wife example because think about it. Why you haven't left your husband? Why you haven't, your husband's there correcting you, but you haven't left him. Right? Because why? What is going on with you? What? You got your hand raised back there?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think sometimes people just go through the emotions of what's going on right now.
Uh-huh.
So instead of doing a whole life change, they just kind of stay here for about 20 years. Because leaving is staying up for something. And, so they just kind of like flow with the
Go with the flow?
Yeah. That's kind of, it's easier than saying, you know what, I'm stepping up, I don't like you, I'm moving out. Then you're going to have to hear how you're going to be condemned and you're going to go to hell and all that stuff. So it's easy to just like, just float in the river and just like take.
But that's real though. You get that person that don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? They don't want to hear the right way. And they swear they're going to break it down in their mind in a certain way to make it be the way they want it to be. That's what Israel do. Like, listen, you came to learn. I didn't come to your school. You know why? Because the school I went to, they taught me. You came to learn here. So if you don't need to learn, then why are you coming? They that are whole need not a physician. Right?
Done.
If you know, then you never needed an Israelite to tell you, you're the tribe of Judah. You're the tribe of Benjamin. You're the tribe of Levi. Because why? You woke up one day with the Holy Spirit and you knew. Give the sister a seat. One of your brothers sit up here.
I got you.
You understand that?
Done.
But you came to be restored. Right? What is that?
It's actually
Is that the computer?
That's the little box.
Oh. So what I'm trying to show you is what demons, what spirits come on us to where they stop the restoring process. They stop the refreshing process. You understand that?
Done.
Because you stop losing focus, and it's like you said, Shawashna, you just become a body. And you shut down, and you're just here. But you go right back into your way of doing things. If it was about your way, why are we here? You understand?
Done.
Now you ask me, well, Kazaki, what do you mean about your way? Let's go through the list. You thought you knew what it was to be a man. The Bible says different, right? You thought what it was, you knew what it was to be a husband, a wife. But we're finding out you don't know. You thought you knew how to deal with things psychologically and emotionally. Guess what? The Bible revealed that you don't. So you're either going to be refreshed or you're going to keep doing the way you were doing before you got the truth. People don't understand that. What is the difference now than back then? Now, you don't have to answer that. I want y'all to think about that. What is the difference now that your thought process, you got fringes. That's what it is, you got fringes. You're sitting in class. That ain't, no. I'm talking about what is the difference in your logic, your feelings, your emotions. If you're reacting to the word, the restoration, the same way you would have 3 or 4 or 5 years back. Y'all got to think about these things. The word is supposed to be restoring you to this. So read that. Read where you're at. Psalms 119 and 50.
Psalm chapter 119 and verse 50.
Go ahead.
This is my comfort in my affliction.
The Bible is a comfort. The word is supposed to be the comfort. The knowledge, the change, the emotions that the word gives you when you hear the word is where we're supposed to be comforted in what you might think is good and what you might think is bad. It's supposed to comfort you. It's supposed to bring you at ease. Why are you not at ease? Why are you not comforted? Why are you still in a battle? And I'll say it again, like I said it the other day. We start talking about it a little bit. Why are you in a cult? You know why people are in a cult? And I'll say it again. What?
Just a question. Can you say that again? What do you mean? What does it mean? My comfort in my affliction.
The comfort in your affliction. That's what the Bible's supposed to do. Comfort you.
While you're being afflicted, right?
You're supposed to be comforted in your affliction. Like, as you're in this battle, right? The Bible is supposed to give you a mind rationalizing why this is what it is, why you're going through what you're going through, how to react the right way. That's where the comfort comes in. Y'all got to start reading the Bible and thinking like the Bible's supposed to give me comfort. What Bible? B-I-B-L-E. I say, I got comfort now because I know how to spell Bible. No, the comfort comes in through rationalizing and thinking like the Bible. Yeah, in internalizing it. That's what the Bible is supposed to do. It's not just saying, oh, I know the Bible or I know the law and that's supposed to bring me comfort because you know the 10 Commandments. No, it's what the Bible, the wisdom, the understanding on how to emotionally process what you're dealing with. That's what's supposed to comfort us on all levels, yeah.
So in a sense, when you're comforted by, now this is a question, like, so you're replacing a thought with instead of the natural man, you're replacing it with the biblical thought.
You're replacing it with the biblical thought, but remember that it's not just a carnal thing. I'm going to quote the verse, but it's really part of changing your thought process.
Right.
Because everybody knows Bible verses in here, right?
Cant.
But why is some still in pain and suffering when you got the thing that is supposed to bring you to life? I'm gonna call you first, but I want you to think about that. Think about it. Everybody got the Bible in here. Shit, no. The whole world got the Bible. But why is the Bible not working for you? Think about that. You never sat down and think about that and said, you know what niggas do? Oh, because it ain't the truth. Nigga, the word is true. Oh, because you got to reanalyze your life. Are those brothers teaching you the truth? The word is true. The Bible's true. Why is I'm good? Why am I comforted? And why are you catching hell? You in the middle of your mind catching hell. What you was going to say?
Because they don't want to apply the scripture.
They don't want to apply the scriptures. What else? What you was going to say?
They're not applying what they've learned, or they're expecting something to happen right away.
What does it mean to, let me get all of that. They don't want to apply. They expected something to happen right away. What?
They didn't understand.
They didn't understand. Very true. What?
They don't believe it, and then they don't believe it, and they don't put it to use.
They don't believe it until it's yet. Everybody's saying good vaguely stuff, vague stuff. Good. What?
It's not telling them what they want to hear.
You're not telling them what they want to hear. What else? What is it? Somebody go deeper. Who can go deeper? What?
They don't believe.
But that's. Jeremiah, I want to hug you sometimes. It's not just that easy. It's not just that easy. You think it's that easy?
It should be. I don't mean it like that, but
I wish it was that easy. I wish it was that easy. We'd be like, listen, the scriptures say this. You're supposed to stick to it. And it happens. It don't work like that. You know what I mean? Why? Because we're dealing with people that got a lot of psychological issues. They're going through a lot of psychological things, man, that's ripping them up. Trust issues. They got emotional stuff going on in their head. They got a lot of anger, resentment. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to process his faults, my faults, your faults. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Why is the word not working in you? You see that? The word is true. You see that? I'm going to have faults. You're going to have faults. But how do we get the word working in the mind, the spirit of an individual? What?
By helping them to constantly renew their mind, like to stay in the word.
That's good. Now you're going a little deeper. They're constantly renewing their mind to stay in the word. What else? What you got?
For me, it's I let my pride block out everything else. So I think I'm good already. I think I'm applying it the way I should. When someone's telling me I'm doing it wrong, and in my head, no, I'm good. I already got it. I'm gonna do it the way I think I'm doing it right.
Right. So you're having a battle with this person that's telling you that you're not headed down the right path. What?
Just to go ahead and be that. Just to be that example before them. Like instead of just keep trying to beat it, just be that example before them and live it before them, and then let them see and experience for themselves.
True. That definitely needs to happen. But at the same time, you can be an example for some people and they still don't see it. Come on. Israel, brothers are here doing this work. Israel's like, that's good. I see you there, nigga. I'll get there when I get there. Right? They're not like, damn, that's an example. You know what I mean? I wish it was like that, like back in the days. Like when I looked at my elders, I was like, I'm going to be like that. And guess what? I did everything in my power to become that. You see what I'm saying? There are certain brothers and sisters, you know what I mean, that look and say, damn, and move in that way. But you got to be on a mature level. What?
I think the reason why it doesn't work on some people is because they don't let it. Like they don't let it work on them. They don't give in.
Right.
They don't give in to what they know they should be doing. Like I got scripture, but I don't want to not talk back because then you're gonna feel like you can walk all over me. So I have to just fight with you all the time instead of just let me follow what you're saying and see what happens. Let the Most High take care of it. I don't always believe it. So
everything y'all are saying is correct. What you're saying, I'm a wanna. Everybody said correct. But the thing is that it's like we have to understand that the individual is not processing what we're saying. What?
Cant, like when I said they didn't understand it, like someone might read the scripture and understand it one way.
Yeah.
And then you're like, no, it's really talking about this, and then they can't get it past their mind because they're like, I read it like this. I understand it this way. You're telling me it's not like that? And so
that's good.
It creates a block, a mental block.
Yeah.
From your message getting through, which is the correct way, versus what they already understand from what they say they believe they understand.
Now you're getting deep. Now you're getting deep. Now, see, but if I'm going to go to work on cars in the school that works on cars, right? Mm-hmm. And Dad always told me when I take an engine block apart to do it this way, I'm not just gonna sit there and be like, okay, I'm paying for this class. You know, that they go to the school, they pay for the class, they pay to learn this, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna sit there and act like I'm gonna do it the way you're teaching me, but then when I go work on that car and they take me through the test trials, I'm gonna what?
Do what Dad taught me.
I'm gonna do what Dad taught me to do. Why would you do that? Why would you even sit there and learn it the way you're learning it if you were already adverse to what is being said? That's one thing. Then the other thing, ask yourself to say this: why did I never clear it up and say, listen, my dad always told me to do it like this and that and that and that and this. To get that out of your head. That's the only way you're going to be clear-minded, is to get out of your head the things that were put in there. And that's why it says, go to Jeremiah 1. Go to Jeremiah. And like I said, I like it when y'all don't give me those religious, Jesus loves, lock into the Spirit, Most High said. Like, you know why? Because everybody don't, it ain't like that with Israel. When you deal with the psychological battles that Israelites have, it comes down to these deep things that they don't want to see, and they don't want to let the word in. They don't want to let it work in them. You know what I mean? We know everybody got the Bible, but why is it not being used? Because it's what you guys are now talking about and pointing out. But back to what he was saying, Jeremiah 1 and 10, read that.
Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 10.
No. There's enough for brothers out there. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
See, I have this day set thee over the nation and over the kingdom.
Right.
To root out.
Right.
And to pull down.
See, because a lot of people don't understand that when you come to get the knowledge, the first thing that is happening to you is the things that were in you. For me to restore you and bring you to life, what was the definition? What did it say?
Restore is to bring back, recharge,
right?
Refreshing, recreate.
See, we have to wipe everything out of what you thought and recreate. So, if you want to really get down to it, why a lot of people can't receive it, because your cup is already full. You're coming in with a cup, with a cup all the way full and trying to mingle what is being told. You got to clean out that cup. You got to put a new garment. You can't mix old wine with new wine. See, this is the process of the Bible. In order for you to be restored and for you to be like, damn, that is a renewing, you have to stop thinking you know. And the problem with our people is what? They know every damn thing. No, I know this, I know that, I know this. Why are you sitting here if you know? Why are you sitting here if you know? And then if you want to get real stupid with it, then why you got so much problems? You're supposed to know so much, but you can't psychologically handle the basics of your family, of your life, of your wife, of your kids, yourself, and still do the work of the Most High. You know. But the fact is you don't, but your ego would have you think what? Your pride would lift you up to what? I already know that. And that's pride going before destruction. Right? See, they're not seeing this needs to be done to be restored. Read on.
And to destroy.
Right?
And to throw down.
Right?
And to build.
Right?
And to plant.
Right. So that you can't build on something. You can't plant on something till something is destroyed. If we were to take the little front out here, the dirt, to really plant out here, what has to happen first? What?
You have to root up.
We have to destroy that whole landscape and start build up and mixing and turning the soil and probably even planting better soil to get the, you know, how we want it. That's all nothing out there. You understand? But we don't look at it like that. We're looking at it like, bro, you're coming at me, bro. So they're not looking at the Bible as renewed. He's renewing me. They're looking at it as like, hold on a second. What was that? Yeah, they're blocking instead of saying, okay, show me. No, nobody's saying be dummies. Show me. Now we go back to the simplicity. It should be that simple where now you be like, listen, let me show you. Then you're supposed to be like, you got wisdom or you got knowledge, right? You got understanding, right? And then you get wisdom by applying it. What?
And it's funny, like, you would hit on that point and talk about it because I was struggling with some of that myself. And then I say, well, this is part of why I'm going through some things too. So when I was reading the scriptures to myself, and he was like, keep thy foot when you come to the house of the Most High.
Right.
And be more ready to hear than to offer the sacrifice of food. So, you know, when you coming in, you know, instead of trying to say, yeah, I know this and I know that, just sit back and listen and be taught again.
Yeah. A lot of times, and it goes that with your relationships, same thing. You're thinking, what? I know how to take care of kids, but baby, you do. But you don't know this aspect. Because nobody's saying, hey, brother, you don't know nothing. No, you do. But you don't know this aspect. You do know something. You are wise. You're not dummies. But that's the thing that people, the ego comes up. You can't be restored because you put this shield on like, who the hell are you telling me I don't know? I didn't tell you you don't know. The Bible said you don't know. The Bible told us all we don't know. And that to know, we have to know his way, right? So I can't be restored. I can't be refreshed. I don't look at the Bible as a renewing because why? Now, you see how we got down to the root of the problem? Or why? That wasn't even the subject. The subject wasn't the root, what we just talked about. You know what I mean? Or the subject wasn't what we were talking about, but it was the root of what the problem was. Because we're talking about being restored. But see how far we had to go to really understand why a person is not going to be restored or listen or hear or be gibberish and happy about the word of Jesus? Why? Because they're looking at you like, nigga, I got so much stuff in me. Like, how do I trust you? Like, you're not hearing none of that. You know, that's why the first things are, when you meet them, is what? Christ is black. The apostles are black. You're a Hebrew Israelite. And you're like, yeah, because that's not personal. You're not really dealing with my spirit. I love that. But then when you start dealing with their spirit and start working on the real things, because Christ, he's not going to come back and be like, did you know what color I was? You're going to see him. You see what I'm saying? And those that didn't know and serve that beast, the image of the beast, they're going to be caught out there. We're past that. We got that. He's not going to be like, look, okay, you know I was black, you know I was black, you know I was black. We passed that. We know that. You know you're a Hebrew Israelite. So what is it now about? It's about you. It's about your spirit and really working on the things in you. See? So let's get some more of these real quick. Go to Hebrews 6, verse 17. Hebrews 6, verse 17.
Hebrews chapter 6, verse 17.
Go ahead.
Wherein the Most High, willing more abundantly to show unto the heirs.
Right. So we look at the Bible, we understand, okay, we went over these scriptures. He's the comfort. He's reviving us. The word is life. The words I speak unto you, their spirit and life, right? Okay. Wherein God, willing more the abundant to show unto the heirs, go ahead.
Of promise, the innumerable of his counsel. Right.
So what is this talking about? It's talking about what is the chosen know? What is the ones that has the promise know? Okay? That's why you're going to see how this ties in. Go ahead.
The immutability of his counsel.
Right.
Confirmed it by an oath.
Right. So what is it that we know that keeps us moving in the spirit of that the word is a comfort, it's a life, it rejuvenates me, it gives me the power to move and do and increase. What?
Knowing first that we're chosen and that the kingdom is to us.
Knowing first that we're chosen and the kingdom to us, but even better, he's going to tell us. You're right. But even before that, you have to do something. Before you even hear about the kingdom, you have to believe in who? You have to believe in Yahweh Shai that what they said is. You're not going to receive the comfort. You're not going to be restored and like brought back to life every time that brother gives you the word unless you believe in the word. You're not going to believe it. You're going to be like, yeah, you know, what you learned today, I don't know, but it sure was good. You're not going to be restored because you don't believe in the scriptures. You see that? That's why you know it, because some brothers, like, I watch some brothers, y'all listening, but y'all don't be reading. Y'all don't be in your book like, damn, what is that? Y'all don't be reading, and guess what? The words ain't imprinted on your mind. Y'all listening, but y'all not reading. And that's why a lot of brothers and sisters, they do exactly what they did in church, which is what? Hallelujah. Oh, pastor was so mighty tonight. He was so strong. But did the word imprint in your brain? Did the scriptures that we going over, are they imprinted on your brain that the word is the restoration? The word is the thing that is supposed to enlighten you and bring you back to life. You right? That way when that negative gets in your mind and thinking like, damn, you know what? I get checked or I get corrected. That ain't life. That is life. Correction, reproof, chastisement with the word is life. It's bringing you back to life. Y'all understand that?
God.
So, but what do we got to get? Go ahead.
Verse 18. That by two immutable things.
Go ahead.
In which it was impossible for the Most High to lie.
So, why do we believe he's the comfort, or this Bible is the restoration? Because you know that the Most High don't lie. You're supposed to know that, right?
God.
You're supposed to know that the word is true, that regardless of what man is saying or messing up at or fought at or weak at, I know that the Most High is true. We know who comes in and who's sincere and who's not, but I'm not caring about that. That's not my motivation. My motivation is that God is true, and that if I stick to doing what he said, right, he's going to reward me. You see that?
God.
It doesn't matter who's fake and who's phony, or who comes in try to act like they super Hebrew Israelites, and what sisters come in and spread this and negative and that. I'm not worried about them. I'm like, okay, yeah, that demon just revealed this demon. Right? That demon revealed this demon. Well, the Most High is true. What did the Most High say do? Get distracted by that demon? No. You see that? So every step of the way, the knowledge is here to keep you on the path, to keep you restored in the spirit, to say the Most High is true, and if I stick to what he said, then I'm going to be true. Go ahead.
In which it was impossible for the Most High to lie.
Go ahead.
We might have a strong consolation. Who have fled for refuge.
Right. So the reason, and the only point I wanted to show you this scripture for, because I don't want y'all to get confused, is that we would not believe any of what he promised biblically unless we know that God is true. What?
And that word immutable, yeah, it means to it's unchanged.
Right.
It says unchanged, unchangeable, steadfast, consistent.
Right.
And yeah.
Okay, so y'all see that, right?
Done.
So the Most High is unchangeable. So that's why I threw that in there, because if you go through your notes, you can see we're going over these restoring and the Spirit is live and all these things that the Spirit does, and you read that one in there, you're like, well, where does that one fit? Well, it fits just a reminder that I'm not going to receive no restoring unless I know that the word is true. And this is where a lot of us start to fall off and don't look at the word as a strength, a help, a support, a crutch, because you forget that the word of the Most High is true. You understand? Because you have all the scriptures, like brothers, like y'all saying. You have a lot of knowledge. Come on, think about it. How many people been a year so long knowing about the Bible, but still don't apply it? Because they got knowledge, that don't mean that they still believe that God is true. How do you know if a person knows that God is true? Huh? What?
By how they act, what they do.
By what they do. You'll know them if they know in themselves God is true, because they're going to look at you and say, yeah, I'm going through affliction, I'm going through trials and tribulation, but the Most High said this, and if I continue in this, right? You can see their actions that God is true. So, go from there, go to Isaiah, Psalms 27:13.
Psalms.
I'm laughing because the Most High is true. It's real. It's real. That if we really understand how this Bible is restoring us, we would not at no point in time not try to accept the word, not try to hear the word. You know, if you're doing something that's wrong or off, and you're a person of the light, your pride won't get in the way. Your ego won't get in the way. If you're saying you're Christ-like, and there's nothing wrong to be like, ah, you got to show me that. But when you read it and you understand it, it's supposed to help you move forward. It's not supposed to break you because you're filthy and wrong and off and you did something, undeserved living, deservable to die. You're supposed to keep moving like the Spirit says. You understand that? Okay, all right, read that.
Psalms chapter 27 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord.
Right. He said, I had fainted unless we believe on the Most High. Right? You got a lot of brothers sisters that can't make it through their battles and faint and get weak because they don't believe. Then you come in with the restoration in there. It's a what? It's a beat word. Yeah, but you be like, yeah, I know what the scripture say, but you be like, no, but the scripture said, yeah, but what you're saying, I know you're a cut dry guy, but listen, what they're saying is, I hear what you're saying, but I got so many other excuses avoiding what you're telling me, because that's stronger than me believing that God said what he said will come to pass. That's what's going on. So you can't get in. It's like, the scriptures do it like this, and they're like, yeah, that's great, but sounds good, Doc. You're giving me all the scriptures on point, but I got an excuse why I'm overriding them. Right? That's how it is. What?
It could be they don't feel it applies to that situation.
That too. Sometimes you know, in getting counsel, the person is feeling like, well, you're hitting, but you're not hitting on the sinner. Sometimes it can be that, but that's where brothers and sisters got to be able to say, well, let me explain this a little better, because I hear what you're saying, but I just don't think you're hitting on my point. Then I've had that said to me before. Obviously, you know, sometimes it's hard to fill out certain individuals in Israel, and you're trying to help, and they're like, well, yeah, but you're not hitting on this the point. When they told me that, then I'm able to really understand better. So now let me really go back in and figure out what is your problem. What thing in you is having this battle. You understand that?
Uh-huh.
And that all comes back to why know them that labor amongst you. You see, but majority of the time it's not that easy, because they're just gonna what? I'm just gonna be quiet. Because you got that. Some people were just like, well, listen, because you're hitting around the point. This is what they say in their head. I'm not going to tell you because you got to find it.
Tell me my dream.
Yeah. you gotta tell me. That's how I be with a lot of brothers and sisters. Like, it ain't as easy as you know what? I'm getting the wisdom you're giving me, but here's where my battle is. And then it's to straighten the person out that's giving you the counsel for him to say, oh, damn. It's like when they ask questions online. They'd be so vague, and they'd be like, well, we can go a lot of places with this. Get a little more specific, right? And that's all that is. You got to be more specific. Because the whole point is for us to go into this Bible and restore that brother or sister. Right? So go read that again.
Psalms chapter 27 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living.
Right, and that's the only time we're going to be able to get what we need correctly. Unless we look at the Most High and say, you know what? I almost tripped. I almost fell. I almost went off. But let me do what the Bible says. We're out the doorsteps of the wise. Right? You see that? Now, we already know that topic. Yeah, you know that's in the Bible, but do you do it? Think about it. Is that your logic? Like, damn, before I make this move, let me do what the scriptures say, do a multitude of counsel their safety. You see that? And think about it. If you did that, you would be doing things more in the spirit. Because once again, if your way was right, then we wouldn't be having to deal with the issues you're having, and the battles you're having, and the wrong moves you're doing, and having to deal with your problems, and they become our problems, and it's like, oh my God. You know, the young brother, I'm not going to say his name, but it's a good example. I give him counsel. I'm like, bro, you need to say it like this. He go back and do what? Say it totally opposite of what the hell you said. It's like, nah, bro. And then, well, I tried it y'all way, it don't work. Bro, you didn't try it the way we told you. You're going to apply it the way the hell your brain processed it. And I told you 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 2. You're like, no, 3 and 3. That's how we get. I'm like, this one brother, I tell him, I said, listen, don't talk too much. Give scriptures. You know why? Because he talked himself into an argument. He talked himself to talk the person out of hearing the wisdom into madness. Because why? He's just on a rant. Right? And we got to remind the young brother, you talk too much, brother. Stick to the basics. Stick to the Bible. But he what? He go back and do it his way. You know what I mean? Right? And that's what we got to deal with. Hey, don't lay with this woman without a condom. Don't wear a condom. What happens? Pregnant. Right? So, yeah, you know, Jeremiah, I wish it was all as simple. You give a commandment in the law, and then it'd be like, yeah, that's what the Bible said. I'm going to follow it. But it don't happen like that with Israel. Why? Because Israel's stubborn, stiff-necked, hard-headed, rebellious. They think they know. They have they have feelings. They have emotions, right? That has them in these situations in the first place. So why are we going over this class? Because if you start looking at the Bible as the fixer, as the thing that is going to enlighten you and help you and restore you, then maybe you'll start letting brothers do their job. And say, okay, we know your problem. Because every brothers and sisters problem is basic, it's 101 Hebrew Israelite. It's not even college. It's not deep. It's not some like, look, I'm finna drop this problem on you that's finna blow your mind. Guess what? It's the same problem that the five brothers and sisters before you had. Same problem. But how are you going to deal with it? With the wisdom of the Most High, or are you going to deal with it with your emotions and your feelings? You understand? So that's what we're trying to get brothers and sisters to see, that the Bible is the restoration. The Bible is the healing. Psalms 42 and 11.
Done. Psalms chapter 42 and verse 11.
Why
art thou cast down, O my soul?
Go ahead.
And why art thou disquieted within me?
Read.
Hope thou in the Most High.
Right. Why your soul down? Why you feel depressed, sad, right? There's no other option. Bro, the scriptures is truth, life. You're supposed to be free. If you're in the truth and you're not free, there's a problem. You're supposed to be free, conscious, aware. I'm totally aware. Aware of my emotions, my feelings, my problems, what problems I create, what problems you understand? Because you create problems too. But a lot of our people ain't conscious. They're not aware. That's why we got to tell brothers and sisters, like, there's a difference between affliction and a punishment. Because a lot of times you're trying to act like you're catching affliction for the Most High when you're being punished. Right? Because people ain't conscious. They're not conscious of what they're doing. So the Most High will uphold you. He will make you aware of all these things. Go ahead.
Done. Last precept.
Hope
thou in the Most High.
Read.
For I shall yet praise him.
Read.
Who is the health of my countenance.
He's the health of your aura, your countenance, your mind, your spirit. He's the one that's going to bring your mind in this health, a stable mind. Because nobody should be walking in here in darkness still. And some of you are clouded. Some of you are clouded because you let something cloud you. You let something cloud you. Now, the thing is that what you let cloud you, are you ready to vomit it up, or are you going to do what you did the last time it clouded you? Right? Huh? Why you start looking? You start going through your head or something?
No, I was just like, when you said, huh, I was like, I was just thinking, is he wanting a con, or is that like a rhetorical?
I'm never wanting a con. You know what I wanted? I wanted y'all brain to get it. That I wanted you to say to yourself, or whoever's clouded, to be like, damn, I am clouded. What is clouding me? Because the Most High is supposed to be upholding me. The Spirit is life. Well, why I don't feel like that? Right? The Word is life. This book is life. So then why are you not getting the wisdom out of here? Well, I know why. Because you ain't applying it. But it ain't that simple. Why are you not applying it? Let's get down to the grind. Why are you not applying it at a time? What is holding you back? What is holding your mind back? You understand?
Gun.
What's holding you back then? What you scared of? Huh? All right, how about this? I'll reword that. What are people usually scared of when it holds them back? What?
Trust issues.
Trust issues. What else?
Abandonment issues.
Abandonment. What else?
Loyalty issues.
Loyalty. What else is?
It's risky to trust in somebody you can't see as opposed to somebody you can see.
Lack of faith. Right? Lack of faith. What? See? You see how it's coming back all to the same thing y'all been saying the whole class? Change. And that's why I said, listen, the white man doesn't know psychology. You don't got to go to Sigmund Freud to know psychology. It's easy. Our people are sick as hell. The Bible tells us we're sick in the head. But you got to know these scriptures to be able to know how to go through that mind. And a lot of us don't want to go through our own mind. Right? Huh? A lot of us don't want to go through our own mind and deal with anything. You all right? Y'all good? Sam, you all right? you want to talk? Go from there. Go to Job 4 verse 3. Go to Job 4 verse 3.
Job.
What do we got here? Hold on, I want to read this one. What do you say? Oh, Jesus. One of the brothers text me, hey. Oh, Abadai? She said she don't really. She said, we don't let go of the old stuff we learned in the world to receive the word of the Most High. And it's hard to listen to a person that actually believes in the word. We're not there. We're not there. We don't trust them enough to empty out the old to take in the word. Yeah? And that's what we all been talking about. Trust issues, right?
Because everybody seems, once they start opening up, they're vulnerable.
Yeah.
So now their inward parts, their secrets is now touchable.
Right.
It's knowable. And, America's definitely known for keeping secrets.
Yeah.
And it's been programmed into our people to where we can't be healed. It's like a little lockbox.
Yeah, and your brothers and sisters don't realize you got to confess your faults. You know, a lot of stuff you got to confess. You get them off your chest. But then when you confess your faults, you got to be willing to what? Receive the correction. To know that, okay, I confess, let me get the correction. Right?
Done.
Huh?
Done.
Read that. Job 4 verse 3.
Job chapter 4 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
Behold, thou hast instructed many.
Right.
And thou hast strengthened the weak hands.
Right. Job, think about it. He's instructed many. Well, what? The word of the Most High. What is the word of the Most High supposed to do? He says, has what? And thou hast what?
Thou hast strengthened the weak hand.
The word is supposed to strengthen. The word is supposed to get that backbone, that strength of the mind, of the spirit, for you to be lifted up, man, and you to make the right decisions. And have the right mind, stable, at ease. If y'all got chaos, remember, God is not the author of confusion. You got chaos in your house, God is not the author of confusion. The spirit ain't there. But then you too stubborn and rebellious to what? You think you're going to beat it into somebody. It ain't going to work that way. You got chaos there. Why? Because the spirit ain't there. And now you don't want to fix it. Right? So you're supposed to be getting strength from the word. Go ahead.
Verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Thy words have upholden him.
Read.
That was falling.
Right.
And thou hast strengthened the feeble knees.
Yeah, that's what the word does. And that's what a lot of brothers and sisters, man, we got to remember that in these times, in these times where you're unsure, because a lot of it goes back to that, unsurety. That's where Satan dwells, darkness, right? That's where he attacks you the most and the best, is because you're unsure. Double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Right? So when you're feeble, think about it. When you hit somebody in the street, you fighting, pat, and they go to their knees, you don't just let up. You keep welling on them. Well, Satan is not letting up. When you're feeble, when you're weak, if you don't got the strength of the Most High, you're not going to rise back up. Go ahead.
Verse 5.
Uh-huh.
But now it is come upon thee, and thou faintest.
Right. And then, you know, what the brother was checking him was like, wait a minute. Apply what you've been told. You were strengthening brothers and sisters. Well, you got to apply it. You got to apply the wisdom. You were strengthening your rib. Now you got to apply the wisdom. And that's a lot of times we don't realize that. Like y'all not going to just go out there and run your mouth to random people and think the Most High is not going to hold you accountable. We keep telling brothers all the time up here, you're not going to come up here on this podium and then act like the Most High ain't going to put you through it. He's going to put you through it because you're going to be shown if you are what you say you are. That's why you see brothers get up here and do what? Disappear. Why? They don't just disappear from the podium. They disappear from class. Why? Because you can't play with the Most High. You can't come up and say one thing and then do another. The Most High is going to check you. Now, you are going to make mistakes, but when that's brought to your attention, you fix it and you what? You move on. We're not talking about that. All right? We're talking about really not being able to look into yourself and see that what you say, you're going to be accountable for. So that's what he was reminding Job. Like, listen, the same wisdom and strength that builds you, guess what? Or you were given out to build people, that's going to build you. So it's a reminder. Go ahead. Down to verse 7.
Done. It touches thee, and thou art troubled.
Right. It touches thee and you're troubled. Use that wisdom. Use that knowledge. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Is not this thy fear, thy confidence,
right,
thy hope,
right, and
thy uprightness?
Right. You heard what he's reminding him? Who is your power? And we say who? Yahweh's the power. Who's the power?
Yahweh's the power.
Who's the power?
Yahweh's the power.
Who's the power?
Yahweh's the power.
That was the reminder of what he was telling Job. Like, you put your fear, your faith, your confidence, right? You were telling wisdom, but that's supposed to be your confidence in the Most High. Go ahead.
And the uprightness of thy ways, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished, being innocent.
All right, go from there. Go to Isaiah 35 and 3. Isaiah 35 and 3.
Isaiah chapter 35 and verse 3.
So, these scriptures are just showing us, man, that the wisdom, the Most High, the Word, is here to build, to strengthen, to fortify you. Never, ever, ever to break you down. Let me throw one in there. It's one that we always go over, and I said I wasn't going to go at it that way, but I want it in there just to remind y'all what we're talking about. Go to Psalms. Hold that, Isaiah. Go to Psalms. Let me see here. Oh. Let me throw this one. Come on. I know it's in Psalms. Oh, I know. Bro. Right. Where we at?
Psalm chapter 141 and verse 5.
Go ahead. Psalms 141 and 5. And then we're going to go to that Isaiah.
Psalms
141 and 5.
Psalms chapter 141 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
Let the righteous smite me.
Right. See? Why I wanted to throw this one here, just a reminder that what you're getting might seem like a smite at times. Because nobody, listen, is he literally saying, let the righteous punch me in the face? What is he saying?
Let him correct me.
Let him correct me. See? So, but here the problem is here, and the reason why we're going over this is to remind you that sometimes it feels like a what? It feels like a smite. It feels like a punch in the face. It feels like, why are you coming at me like that, Art? Why are you getting at me, bro? Right? Like, were y'all talking about, wait a minute. They were talking about me. Like, how many of y'all felt like that? How many sisters, like, they made this class just to get at me? How many people do that? Right? Because in the spirit, you know, you're getting checked. You know, you're like, you hear one example that applies to you, you figure like, oh, this class was for me. No, it wasn't for you. It was for the whole spirit. It wasn't just for one of you. It was, there's a demon when that spirit's around, and brothers and sisters don't look at the word as a restoration. So you got to go in the spirit and show them. Because there's so many things that's holding our people back. So all these classes, man, are meant for all of Israel. It's meant for you. It's a lot of brothers and sisters online that need that help. That a lot of them don't want to be told. A lot of them don't want to be corrected. A lot of them don't want to see that the word is the strength. You know, so when it comes to spiritual stuff, they what? Click off a class. They'll listen when it comes to the white man's the devil and we're going to take over the world. Right. But when it comes to the spirit, they're like, click. I don't want to listen to that. Why? Because it has to do with that spiritual inward man. Go ahead.
Psalms chapter 141 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Let the righteous smite me.
Go ahead.
It shall be a kindness.
Read.
And let him reprove me.
Right.
It shall be an excellent oil.
Right. It shall be an excellent oil. But we know dang well that right there is like Jeremiah said, it's just words in a book to you. Why? Because nobody thinks like that. When's the last time you got corrected and you was like, hello, oh, Barakatay, how about Shimyon shot, brother? The water, man, damn, you ripped into me, brother. But it was in the spirit, the Most High just enlightened me. He woke me up. I needed that. Nah. Nah. Yeah, exactly. You're like that. You're like, Cant. You ain't gonna see me for a second now. Why? Because I'm into my feelings. I'm in my emotions. Right? Grown ass men in their emotions.
Big babies.
Why? Because they're not looking at it as being restored. They're looking at it as what? As a smite. As a smite. a punishment, as a hurt, as a disservice. You think we're here to do your you think we're here to disservice you or to break you down? Right? But that's why it says to the pure all things are pure. But him that is not pure, his own conscience is defiled. Y'all see that? That's why a lot of people ain't going to receive it. Because their conscience is defiled. Yeah.
I think it was one time we was in the garage in Colorado. I think Ashima, he had said, I think he was speaking out of the heat of the moment though. He was like, ain't nothing but a bunch of Bible bullies, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because he was like, he didn't see it as correction. He didn't see the program that we were going through as a correction, but he seen it as just being Bible bullies. Right. Like just getting picked on.
But it took him a good 10 years to be able to say, dang, the what? He hit me up later on, like, y'all would only cast that were there for me. That was that father figure. It's like us, how we are with our parents. People don't want to deal with their parents. Kids don't want to be with their parents. Why? Because they got to clean. They got to do the right things. They got to do this and that. Right? They got to live by their parents' rules. And then what? When they're not with their parents anymore, they realize, man, it's not as bad as I thought. Mama took care of me. Dad took care of me, right? Now I got to pay everything. I got to do everything myself. See, so a lot of brothers and sisters need to grow the hell up. They need to grow up. And how does Israel grow up? How does God deal with us? He whoops us. He chastises because we are sons. So you'll go through those trials and tribulation and I mean, I done seen it many times. Brothers leave for 3 or 4 years. Brothers leave for 10 years. Come back and be like, you know what? I'm done. Right? Meaning done with the world. That's what the prodigal son's about, right?
Done.
But now, do you have to be the prodigal son? Do you have to get whipped? The only reason they have to go through that is because they're not looking at it as the righteous are telling me things to keep me right. That they're restoring unto me the spirit. All right, jump from there. Go back now. Go to Isaiah 1, right?
35 and verse 3.
35 and 3 down to verse 7.
Gone. Give me a count when you got it.
Gone.
Strengthen the weak hands.
Right.
And confirm the feeble knees.
Go ahead.
Say to them that are of fearful hearts.
Right. You see that? That's what we're doing. Every Hebrew Israelite, listen, when we go out there and yell at them and tell them America's falling, why are we saying that? Because we're trying to strengthen the righteous. Like we always go out there and say, man, we know everybody's not going to hear, but the Most High said, put a mark on the people that sigh and cry for all the abominations done in the midst, right?
Done.
So we're trying to strengthen. All this is about strength. Why? Because you can either be warned with us, warned by us, or you're going to have to deal with the punishment of the Most High. Right?
Done.
And then how does that look? How does the punishment of the Most High, how does he deal with you?
The King of Terrors.
Oh, bro. Go ahead, just go ahead.
He'll send a wicked messenger your way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, think about that. You know, we deal on the form of words.
Right.
You know, something that comes out your mouth, but the Most High will plague your skin.
Oh.
He'll plague your feet, your wrists, your ankles, your back.
He plague your family. He plague your household. He plague your children. Israel don't understand. Like, you got brothers and sisters getting checked, and they don't want to realize, damn, they're not. And it's sad because you want to tell them, like, but you can't. You can't tell them because how certain brothers getting hit so hard, they don't understand. You can't tell them at the time, all right, the Most High is trying to wake your ass up. Israel's always talking about, man, Most High trying to wake them up out there. Nigga, he's waking you up. He's waking you up. What are you talking about? Like, you're the one that know better and you're not doing. You're the one that's supposed to know better. You understand?
God.
You got this person falling around you, that person falling around you on the battlefield. It's like, you're supposed to be like, well, Yahweh, why is this happening? If you just ask, we can let you know and show you in the Bible When did these happen, man? Why is this happening around you? The Most High is having mercy on you, but why is he taking everybody else out? Because you need to wake the hell up. Right?
All right.
But Israel, they don't want to hear. It says, get you out of the way, right? That's what they said. Tell us smooth things. Right? Sweet things. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Say to them that are fearful heart, be strong.
Yeah, that's what this word is about. Giving you strength. Even in the correction. Even in the correction, it's about giving you strength, What you think you're here for? If we wanted to break you down, if this was about breaking you down, we already know what happens when you get broke down. You mope, you get sad, you disappear. But this is about strengthening you so you can keep moving in the spirit of the Most High. Not just being a fixture in the seats, but actually a service to the nation. A service to your people. A service to the brothers and sisters. Go ahead.
Fear not. Behold, your God will come with vengeance.
Right. So, reminder that the Most High got our back. What verse are you at?
Still at verse 4.
Go ahead.
Even the Most High with a recompense. He will come to you. He will come and save you. Verse 5.
Right. So Christ is going to ultimately save us. No man. The Most High has given us the wisdom. That's all we're doing. We're giving you the wisdom. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened.
Right.
And the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped.
Right. And that's what the Most High is doing spiritually right now, right? Physically, when he comes, that's going to happen. But spiritually right now, that's what's happening to you. Until you start what? Closing your ears and closing your eyes. You can't get help if you're closing your ears and closing your eyes. You understand that? Go ahead.
Verse 6. Then shall the lame man leap as a hart.
Go ahead.
And the tongue of the dumb sing.
Right. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you saved. We're trying to get us saved. Go ahead.
For in the wilderness shall waters break out, and streams in the desert.
All right.
Verse 7. And the parched ground shall become a pool.
Yeah. So we're trying to get to where your belly can flow with rivers of living water. But you're not going to get to there unless you get past your issues and your battles. You men, I know you think you're in your little soap opera, but you men weren't chosen to sit home and to be a fixture with your wife. That's not what the Most High chose you for. So, you were chosen to be a royal priesthood. Right? Unto you, O men, who I have called. That's what the Bible says, right? Alright, that's not some foreign scripture. Y'all know that. The Most High called you. He didn't call you to be in a relationship. Like, you're going to go be an Israelite and find a woman and you're going to settle down. He called you to come here to get this knowledge, not the love connection. That's what this word is about. You understand that? So, that's what we're moving for, to build you as priests, as leaders. But we can't get past that till you get past your little battles, your emotions. You get past to like what level you want to go. I don't want to give that much yet. Okay, then the Most High is going to take it from you. I didn't call you. Samuel, come. Come, Samuel. I didn't do that. that wasn't me. You know who was calling you? The Most High. He called you. Whatever way you heard the truth, he called you. You know what I mean? You didn't hear my voice. You're like the cable show, right? You still did. It's the Most High. Because you know what? The word had to agree with your spirit. Because if it didn't agree, you wouldn't have came. You would have just said straight out. See, brothers try to do that after the fact. Like, no, nigga, no. Don't try to double-mind it. It don't work like that. If it didn't agree, you wouldn't have heard it from the beginning. You trying to come in the truth. Then second question. That's called double-minded. He called you. Right? What did I tell y'all? What did I tell you 3 or 4 years back? Israel always want to come in 5 years later, try to reconsider, try to rethink. Well, I'm not sure. Like, nigga, it's 5 years later. No, you know what you try to rethink? Because affliction and the chastisement and the service that you're needed for is real. And when that comes to reality, then you want to what? You want to rethink. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you can fool yourself, but you're not fooling us. We never sit up here thinking like, you know what? Maybe he just don't see it all. Nah, hell no. You know what we're saying? No, this dude don't want to go through it. They don't want to follow. Because if you didn't believe, you would have never submitted. You would have been like from the door, gone. Your battle's making you double-minded. Your affliction's making you double-minded. And you don't know how to deal with that. You don't know that the Most High is upholding you. That He's supposed to guide you. So you get weak and what? Use imperfections as an excuse. Well, this is not right. We know that. We told you that. You try to act like you coming with something new. I'm not perfect. Like, I'm going to say things that offend you. He's going to say things that offend you. Like, stop trying to use common things that's going to always happen be an excuse for you to fall back on your duty and your job. The Most High required it, and He's going to keep requiring it from you. Either until that fruit brings forth fruit, or you're hewn down. And you just reject it. And then He casts you out. That's how it works. I know you're thinking in your head, no, I left on my own reason. No, you didn't. You left because the Most High didn't want to have nothing to do with you. That's how you psych your brain out. Oh, I'm leaving because they just did, and they weren't doing, and this, no. You know why you left? Because the same zeal you had in the beginning, you didn't keep that, and you didn't listen to the scriptures. And therefore, the Most High said, okay, He's going to move you away. He's going to move you out. And all these people, all these brothers and sisters, what? Go right back to their vomit. They go right back to their worldly things. Doing nothing. Idle. Read.
And the thirsty land springs of water.
Right.
In the habitation of dragons. Where each lay, he shall be grass.
Right. So if y'all are understanding what's going on here, He's telling us what the word, the knowledge, Christ does. He makes the feeble whole, right? Strong, right? He's going to give water to the parched, to the thirsty. Why are you here? You still thirsty? You're supposed to have all the knowledge. It's at your access. You have it. It's accessible for you. All your questions should be answered. There's nothing you should be double-minded about. Right? And if it is, ask the question. Because you have to be clear. Because the Spirit is clear. You understand that? See, these are the things that you're constantly playing in your head. The game with. Well, I just don't understand everything. Okay, you think that's going to be an excuse? I just don't see it that way. Okay, do you think that's going to be an excuse? Like that one's going to ride with Yahushua. You're going to say that one for years. You're going to be sitting in those seats for years talking about, I just didn't see it all. You better clarify, get it cleared up, nigga. Because you're going to be accountable for what you know. The Most High has given us this to be whole. We don't supposed to be with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, still feeble and broke down and thirsty. You thirsting for knowledge. The only knowledge you're supposed to be thirsting is studying, but you don't supposed to be thirsty like you don't have it. When Paul got the knowledge, that was it. There wasn't no other. You understand that? All right, go from there. Go to Go to James.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Go to Ezekiel 34 verse 16. What time is it? Okay. Ezekiel 34 verse 16. Give me Hebrews 12 and 13, and then James 5. I'll say them again. Just go to give each brother grab one. Ezekiel 34 16.
Got it. Ezekiel chapter 34 verse 16.
The next brother grab Hebrews 12 and 13, and then we'll go to James 5 and 16. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 34 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
I will seek that which was lost.
Right.
And will bring again that which was driven away.
Right. You were lost. You don't supposed to still be lost in the truth. You're not understanding this, man. You know what I'm trying to destroy tonight? That double-minded spirit. That unsure spirit. That I'm not whole spirit. I still lack spirit. You don't supposed to be like that in the truth. And if you are like that, well, let's get it out. Let's vomit it up so we can deal with it. You understand that? So who of you is still in pain, in suffering, blind, in death? Like you just said, come on up to the altar. We gonna pray over you. But on the real, we supposed to go through this Bible and break that out of your brain. Go ahead.
And will bind up that which was broken.
Right. You're supposed to be bound, strong. Right? You came in that way. You came in broke and beat down and hurt and unsure and unbelieving. You were supposed to come in and start building. And you were. Remember your first love? Come on. Because I remember when y'all first came in. See, that's how we know it's the battle. You were. You did come in. Bind and broke down and beat up, and then you got what? You came in, you was like, how I'm a Hebrew, I'm 12. You're like, what? Don't eat pork, dumb. You was like, fringes, got it. You was like, boom, I gotta let the beard grow, boom, right? Until what? Your trial came about, and then now we gotta remind you what the Bible's here for. Because when you go through your trial, when the Israelites go through their battle, they want to what? Forget about everything. Most High's not with me. What's going on now? This ain't the truth. You sound like a white girl. You sound like a white girl. This ain't real. In a horror movie. Yeah, that's how Israel do it. They come in, they're like all this life and spirit, then they go through the little battle and they swear now the Bible is not. It's not the same person's peoples that gave you the strength and wisdom that you're the 12 tribes of Israel. Now it's something else. Because you're going through something, man, you don't know how to solve your issues. We came in that way. You don't supposed to be that way. Read on.
And will strengthen that which was sick.
Right.
But I will destroy the flesh.
You see that? I will strengthen that which is sick. How the hell are you still sick in the truth? How? If that tree bringeth not forth fruit, it's hewn down. The word is true. So why are you not getting whole? There's other people getting whole, strong, mighty. Mighty. You got brothers growing in the spirit. This brother Zion came in, man. He came in and gave up every damn thing. You homeless?
Lie.
Huh?
No, sir.
I know, because I see your new whip out front, but I know you broke. Wait a minute. So Jesus works where you're still broke and he's still, wait a minute. This ain't right. God came in and gave up everything. Gave up everything. Schooling, Esau schooling and all that. And look at him. His spirit, he don't have to be fake with himself. He don't have to second guess himself. He can be himself. Like a Rob. Y'all know like a Rob story. He been battling. Right? What? Came back, dropped that spirit off of him. The Spirit brings life. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. It works. But why it ain't working in you? Because you're fighting. You're battling. You don't want you don't want the Spirit to take hold. Because why? There's something that's not you don't want to give. See? All I'm saying is this, what the scripture's saying. We're supposed to be bound and strong. We're supposed to have enlightenment. We're supposed to be clear. Some of y'all are not. That's all I'm saying. Why? Right?
God.
That's a fair question. Why are you not moving in that spirit? Go ahead.
But I will destroy the fat and strong.
What verse are you at?
Verse 16.
Go ahead.
But I will destroy the fat and the strong.
Uh-huh.
I will feed them with judgment.
Go ahead.
That was it.
Right. Go there real quick.
Give me Psalm chapter 34 and verse 8.
And then we're going to go to Hebrews 12 and 13.
God.
He says, but I will destroy the fat and the strong. I will feed them with judgment. So, just showing you that the Most High is going to build up the righteous. And all the world, the ones that don't deserve it, it's going to be taken from them. All right? So, where you at?
Psalms chapter 34, verse 8.
Go ahead.
Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good.
Right.
Blessed is Blessed is the man that trusteth in him.
Right.
Oh yeah. I pulled that scripture, just on a point of, really been the Most High is saying right here in plain, listen, taste, try my words, try what is being put in front of you, because a lot of times we try our way, and that's why we're still stuck in the dirt. But once you kind of give up the reins and go the Most High's way, read that again.
Psalms chapter 34, verse 8.
Read. Right. When you're reading, read.
Time.
Read.
Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good.
It said taste and see. Try and see that the Most High is good. Read.
Blessed is the man that trusteth in him.
But it says, blessed is the man that trusteth in his Lord, in him. So those that try his reins are blessed, but they have to give up their own reins first.
Yeah. Stop getting man and the Most High intertwined. The words that we speak is from the Most High. You understand? The words are true. Man he's not going to be faultless. You understand? But the words, just like y'all, you got a lot of problems. But we all got problems. But how do we keep moving in the spirit forward in your battles, in your problems? You understand that? You're not supposed to be stopping. Your momentum is supposed to be building. You're supposed to be building. Watch, we're going to go on. I want to get the rest of these out. Go ahead.
That was it?
Yes, sir.
All right, go from there, go to Hebrews.
Who got it?
Hebrews 12 and 13. Go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
And make straight paths for your feet.
Uh-huh.
Lest that which is lame be turned out of the way.
Right.
But let it rather be healed.
Right. So the scriptures say the path of the just shines brighter and brighter. Why are some of y'all like walking like you're lame, you don't got legs? Your path is supposed to be straight. See, a lot of y'all don't see that your path is being stunted. Your growth is being stunted. What you come in here for? What you come to the truth for? Ask yourself. Oh, okay, let me go through the list. A Bible guy? You want to just have knowledge? You know what I mean? You want to be like a certain cats online? They want to have a lot of knowledge. That way you can spit game to women. You can sound wise. You want to be that guy? Oh, you want to hang with a clique? Because we was on some Black Panther stuff. Huh? White man's devil. So you thought we was gonna go get guns and shoot up the Capitol? That's what you thought? I mean, I wish too, but that's not. That's not gonna happen. Right? What else? What else you came in for? What you come in for? Camaraderie? See, if you came in for the right thing, you came in the right mind, then what's your goal? It's like you going to college and paying for college for nothing. You're getting this knowledge for what reason? Oh, feel good. I want to feel good. I want to feel like I'm righteous. Bro, you get this knowledge to heal yourself and to heal other people. That's what y'all supposed to be getting this for. I don't have to do it. Judge yourself. Measure your growth. Measure your level of what you're willing to give and lose and give up. I don't have to do that. Scripture says you judge your own selves, you judge of no man. See, these are the things that y'all have to understand the word is there for. The word is there to restore, to strengthen, to keep you moving and building and growing in the spirit. Not to be stunned. Not to have your growth stunned. Go ahead. All right, go from there. Go to James. The last one. James 5:19.
James chapter 5, verse 19.
Go ahead.
Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth, and one convert him,
right,
let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way,
right,
shall save a soul from death.
So we're saving brothers and sisters. That's what we're doing. That's why we're here. This word, this knowledge, the counsel you get, the wisdom you get is to save you. It's to look out for your spirit. Because obviously you don't know. You think you know. I know you feel you Mr. Badass, Hebrew Israelite, gangster disciple for Christ. But guess what? A lot of y'all don't know what you're doing. Because if you really knew, then you would be on fire. You would be on fire for the Most High. Why do you think Christ said it? Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. Because you don't know what you're doing. You're moving in a way, man, that is going to destroy all what you've been trying to build in your spirit. The word is to keep building you and making you stronger. Some of y'all get caught up, like I keep saying, y'all get caught up in your soap opera life. You're in a soap opera instead of doing the work of the Most High. Instead of being strong, wise, and understanding. Go ahead.
And shall hide a multitude of sins.
That's why we're here. That's what the truth is for. To convert a sinner, to cover a multitude of our sins. That's why we get this knowledge. How many have you converted? Huh? How many have you built? You can't do that if you're distracted. You understand? You're not going to be able to do what you came to do if you're distracted. Go ahead.
That's it.
Go to 1 John 5:16. I'm going to move a little quick here. I want to get the rest of these out. 1 John 5:16. Go ahead.
1 John chapter 5 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
If any man see his brother sin a sin which is not unto death,
right,
he shall ask, and he shall give him life for them that sin not unto death.
Right. So what are we doing when we see you fall? We're trying to give you life. The knowledge is life. The word is life. The correction is life. That's what you're getting this word for. Remember that? What do you think we're going out there for the 12 tribes of Israel for? Death? No, the 2/3, they already don't want it. We're going out there for life. To save the brothers and sisters that want to be brought back to life. What?
What if somebody see you sin and don't say nothing?
Huh? You just jumped off what?
Yeah,
You just jumped on a whole nother. But go ahead, say what you're saying though. It's kind of off of it, but go ahead.
What if somebody see you sin and don't say anything? They see you commit a sin. I'm gonna sit there and watch you do it, but I'm not gonna tell you nothing.
That's Cain. That's the spirit of Cain. Yeah, that's what sisters do. I know sisters do that. Well, I didn't want to say nothing because she and you're supposed to tell them, right? You're supposed to tell them all the way. Listen, all the way to the head. You know, the head is a little more professional, right? Because it says rebuke not elder, but you can still tell them. Right. Say, hey, you know, this, that, and this and that. It's a professional way to say it. But even your peers, you got to let them know, hey, restore one in the spirit of what? In the spirit of meekness. So you got, your job is to restore that brother or sister. So you have to let them know. That's what we're here for. To restore Israel, to build them. Not just to let them do a sin and sin a sin unto death and you don't say nothing. You got to let them know, hey, listen, this is what I felt, this was wrong. Right? And you got to say something. A lot of cats, that's what I'm saying. You know why y'all brain be so mixed up? Because you swear you know something, but you don't know. You don't even know how to apply the basics. So a lot of how you logically deal with things in your head, how you logically don't understand this, and you can't follow this, but you know how to be logical with the spirit and other things. I don't know how y'all get that. How do you explain that? Explain that to me. You on point, but you don't know how to apply the most basic scriptures. You're not on point. Your mind is not on point. You think you're on point, but your brain ain't on point. And it takes humility for you to say, damn, my thought process is wrong. That's what this class is about. That we're trying to restore you to where what the hell you think you know, and you don't know, and you rather know, and you need to know. We're trying to restore that to you, to show you how to look at it through this perspective. But a lot of people don't look at it as restoring, they're saving me, he's helping my spirit, he's showing me, the brother's correcting me. A lot of y'all are still like, whoa, that brother corrected me, you know, I'm going to disappear. Oh, I ain't going to call. I ain't this. Like, that's emotional, man. You're a grown-ass emotional baby. And we don't supposed to be like that. Go ahead.
There is a sin unto death.
Right.
I do not say that he shall pray for it.
Right. You know what that means? That you're going to watch your brother and your sister fall. Right? And not say nothing? But you think it's only people that I want to tell the truth? Man, the Most High called you for a high calling. He's called you for a high calling. So I'm attacking two things here. Showing you that where you're supposed to be mentally, but also showing you that how we got to be reminding ourselves we're here to help and strengthen each other. So that person might not look at you as a strength. But hopefully after we get these scriptures, they start looking at it this way. Like the Bible says. Like it is a strength. Yeah, that brother, he might be coming at me hard, but that's what the word says. Let me do that. You understand that? Go to Romans. So why? So now we're going to transition over to why is it hard? Why does it feel like when you get corrected, why does it feel like you're getting torn? Why don't it feel like helped and marrow to your bones like the scriptures say? What?
Because you know it's true.
You're right. You're right. But let's go a little further with the precepts, because you're right in that. Go to Romans 7 and 10. Come on. Let's show them why you feel that way. It's not because you're spiritual. Read that. Romans 7 and 10.
Romans chapter 7 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
And the commandment which was ordained to life,
go ahead,
I found to be unto death.
Why was it unto death? You remember the commandments is the Bible and everything. You get the scriptures and it was life when you came in, but now it's like you're done. You're dead. Right? You're weak. You don't show up to class. You don't put your spirit in. What happened? I thought it was life. Why? Well, why is he saying that? Jump to verse 13.
Verse 13.
Was then that which is good made death unto me? Yah forbid.
The Most High forbid. Go ahead.
But sin, that it might appear sin.
So why are you being reminded? Why do you have to be told? Only because not to break you down, not to make you feel less of a person, not to make you feel like you're nobody, but to show you what sin is. That's it. It's to show you that you're sinning. Because a brother can't judge you. We're not your judge. We're not your executioner. We're just a reminder to show you what is sin. So why is it killing you? Think about it. It don't supposed to be killing you. It's supposed to be killing that old man. It's supposed to be killing that old mind. But why is it hurting your feelings to where you don't want to hear it? You don't want to be told. You avoiding brothers. You avoiding sisters. Because you're carnal. You're carnal minded. Read.
Working death in me by
Right.
that which is good.
Right. See, it's supposed to work death in you. But not the death of tone deaf. Not the tone deaf. Not the dang, you know what? I don't feel like I can do it anymore. I'm done. Everything I do is wrong. Not that deaf. It's supposed to work the other deaf, killing the nigglet inside of you, the old man, the old woman. Did you finish that?
Nah.
Go ahead.
That sin by the commandment might become exceeding sinful.
That's why you're being corrected. Remember that? That's why you're here. You're being saved. You're being told where sin is and to run away from it. Go to 1 Corinthians 15:31.
I was thinking with the definition of restore.
Yeah.
It said restore to the original state.
Mm-hmm.
And the original state is what we used to be with the Most High, which was perfect, sinless.
Right.
So it's now like we're trying to get back to that state of knowing our flaws. Listen,
Right.
That's wrong. So.
Yeah. It's more. It's a smite to us. It's not sweet oil to us. You know? Why? Because you're running from it. How many times we put that scripture in the text? Wear out the footsteps of the wise. You want to hit us out when you make the wrong moves. You want to hit us up when you do things without wisdom. Why you don't hit us up before? Yeah, why you don't listen to the Bible? Why, like I said, going back to what you said, yeah, you would be thinking it's easy, but how many counsel we gave brothers and sisters they don't follow? They don't follow. They do it their way. Then they come back with us with the problem. It's because they're not understanding, man. We're trying to keep them away from sin. Not just trying to tell you you're wrong and you're off. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 31.
Go ahead.
I protest by your rejoicing which I have in Christ Jesus,
Go ahead.
our Lord. I die daily.
Yeah, you're supposed to die. You're supposed to die daily. You're supposed to constantly be hit in the old mind and in the old ways and being shown. That was supposed to be the death of your goodness because you're told about the death of the old man. The death of your awareness because you're told about the death of the old man. We got to kill that guy. We got to kill that girl. The old woman and the old man got to go. You understand that? Romans 8:36, 1 Corinthians 4, verse 9. Come on, get them real quick because we're running out of time. I only got a few more.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 36.
Go ahead.
As it is written,
Uh-huh.
for thy sake we are killed all the day long.
Yeah, we're killed. We're supposed to be killed all the day long. We supposed to be killed all the day long. But what? For righteousness' sakes. Not kill. A lot of people, they go through their battle. They go through this battle. And you let the condition of the battle destroy you instead of understanding, I'm going to be joyous in this battle. I'm going to rejoice in the battle. I'm going to rejoice in the trial and tribulation. You letting the battle win. You letting Satan win. Go ahead.
We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter.
Yeah, but I'm bringing it back a little spiritual. What is supposed to be slaughtered? Yeah, you're going to be sheep as far as the sacrifice. But what's supposed to be slaughtered?
Slaughter those thoughts that when you're out in the way, in the highways and byways, when you see the abomination and the wickedness, it's gonna be it grieves you.
What's supposed to be slaughtered is the old man. The old mind. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you emotionally process. Watch, 1 Corinthians 4, verse 9. Come on, get it quick.
1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. For I think that the Most High hath sent forth us, the apostles last,
right,
as it were appointed to death.
Appointed to death. Now, Paul is talking about two things here. He's talking about our job and our duty as we die daily for the truth, for righteousness. But as we're dying for righteousness, and we're giving up, and we're losing for righteousness, what else is dying on the other hand? The old man. You understand that? Because nobody, remember, he's speaking in proverb form. Nobody has to die. So, nobody, I mean, yeah, he was stoned. He obviously was stoned and got back up. But nobody has to go through that. What he's telling us is that we're dying because we're losing all the things of the old man. That's where the death is coming in. And it's supposed to be that way. The change comes about when the old man is dying. How many of you still think like the old man? How many of you intertwined the old man with the new man and deceived yourself and said you're following the new man? How many of you are doing that? Like you swear you the new man, but you making old man decisions.
I would say me sometimes. I've always had a problem with like anger issues sometimes, like my temperament. That's what it is.
True.
Yeah. But I have seen it change though since I had been with the Most High. Just been in the scriptures period, like I seen a whole change, because it was sometimes where it was just like super bad, like with any situation, like I lost many jobs, many friends and stuff.
You just spaz out on them.
Yeah, you know. But I mean, it was more so like I was like super passive too though, because you know you let a lot of stuff go on, and then when you finally do something, everybody like, oh, you tripping. It's one of them type things though.
Right. You let it build up.
Yeah.
And then you, yeah. Old decisions, old man decisions, but trying to be that new man, right? We got to be aware of that. Go ahead, read on.
For we are made a spectacle unto the world.
Yeah, read. You're going to read down to verse 11. We're made a spectacle unto the world. So yeah, we're the sheep led to the slaughter. Two things are happening. I'm going to repeat it again. You're dying for Christ, but as you're dying for Christ, that old man is being peeled away. The old woman is being peeled away. That's what the word is here for. To constantly peel away the old man. Once you think and you get comfortable and act like you can't be told or shown, there's a problem. There's a problem. Especially some of y'all that are ruled by the old man and ruled by the old woman. Like some of you are ruled by that person, and just because you know a few scriptures, you swear you've been in the truth. What makes you in the truth? Somebody answer that. What makes you a Hebrew Israelite? Just by knowing the Bible? Huh? What?
By your actions, by what works you produce.
Yeah, what works you produce. Where's your works at in righteousness? And the those works you're going to say, who said that? You made those works the ones that are going to be justified before the Most High. Are those works that the Most High said, or those standards that you built up? That's a question. No, that's a question. It's because a lot of brothers put up their own standards, and that's what the Most High wants. Really? Show me that. And then show me you following that by your actions. Show me your faith. I'll show you my faith and my works, right? That's what Paul said.
Come.
See, and this is the thing that a lot of Israel forget. That you need to be corrected. You need to be told, because the old man is constantly there pulling you back into that old mind, old process, old thinking. Read. Come on.
Unto the world, and to angels,
right,
and to men.
Read.
Verse 10. For we are fools for Christ's sake.
Yeah, because we are a fool. A lot of y'all get in this state that you feel like a fool, and instead of understanding that's where the Most High got you to reveal you what person you are, you despise being a fool for Christ's sake. Oh, I don't have to go through that. What the hell are you talking about? Christ didn't have to. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. By what standard are you saying you in the truth? Come on, let's go. By what standard? I'll show you what you've been BSing. I'll show you you've been BSing. That you want to do it on your time, in your standard, and what you think is acceptable. Nigga, you're not in Christianity no more. You're not in Christianity no more. Yeah, you're doing it off of your standard. You're not seeing that the Most High is requiring more from you. And that, here's how it works. Either you give more, or he's going to strip everything from you. Not because I said so. Okay? Because the Most High said so. Just like everybody else before you. The Most High, if you don't give, and you don't change, then the Most High start pulling every damn thing from you. I want it all. You can take it all. He's a jealous God.
He's going to repossess it.
Yeah, he's going to repossess.
He's a repo man.
Yeah. That's what brothers, and they don't understand. In Israel, be trying to like, oh, I'm going to hold on. I'm going to hold on to it. I got to hold on to it. Why is this happening? Because you are only inspired by carnality and by what you want, and you're motivated by the flesh. So he's going to give you all the things in your flesh, show you he can give that to you, and he's going to take them away to make you realize that I'm a jealous God. The Most High is jealous. So yeah, we're supposed to give up. We're supposed to lose. All these things you don't want to realize in your life of why things are going down and happening. Go ahead.
For we are fools for Christ's sake.
Read.
But we are wise in Christ.
Right. Read.
We are weak, but ye are strong.
Yeah. You see, the process of what your interpretation of change is not what the Bible's saying. He's letting us know these conditions we're going to undertake for being a follower of him. That's what he says. Him said that. Right? Go ahead.
You're honorable, but we are despised.
Yeah, read.
Verse 11.
Like, you think, stop thinking because you're arguing with your rib, you in the truth. Please stop it. Like, I'm catching it, You're at home. You at home. You building your kingdom. You ain't building the Most High's kingdom. Read.
Verse 11. Even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst,
read,
and are naked,
read,
and are buffeted,
read,
and have no certain dwelling place.
Right. When are you like that? When are you on that? Oh, because you didn't put in enough of work to get paid from Esau? Now you in the truth because you're not getting... Well, I couldn't pay my lights, man. I'm cashing it for the Most High. Shit is real out here. Like, you're worried about you and yours. Where are you doing that for Christ? What predicament have you been in for Christ to be able to say, man, that I'm doing it for Christ? That's what this word's about. That's what this knowledge is about. That's why we're doing this. That's why we're changing. That's why we're putting off the old man. That's why we're listening to be that. What Paul said. Go ahead.
That was in the 11.
Go from there. Go to second. You're in what? 1 Corinthians, right?
Done.
Go to 2 Corinthians 4 verse 10.
2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 10.
So, why did it switch? Because we're showing why you're being torn. Why now there's a problem with the understanding and the correction and the learning. Why? Because you got something else grabbing your attention. Not the way the method of the Most High said it was supposed to be. So you'll get torn. Then you want to second question everything. Then you want to second guess. Y'all don't understand that? We know this like the back of our hand. Like, why in the truth you want to now second question everything? Because you don't want to be accountable for what the hell you're supposed to be doing for the Most High. So you got to find an exit way. Oh, you know what? Abiyar, he offended me. I ain't going back there no more. The Bible says go to Abiyar and talk to him. Nah, I ain't doing that. like you tricking somebody. You tricking the Most High. You just came up with some fictitious way. You know what? Nah, the way Christian looks at me, I ain't going back to that school. Why? Because I got to come up with something and have an exit. You don't got to do that. You don't got to come up with an exit. You don't. Just look in the mirror and say, I'm a phony ass nigga and I'm a phony sister, and what? Don't come back. Otherwise, do things the scriptures say, the way they said, solve your issues, your problems. Because that old man is tear you. It's going to rip you to pieces. Because a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. This is why you won't receive the correction. This is why you won't receive the knowledge. You know why? Because you got something else pulling on you more mightier than the Most High. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 10.
Go ahead.
Always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahushua.
Yeah. See, we supposed to be dying in our body. What is dying? The old man. He has to go. Right? The old thought process, the old thinking, the old ways. Go ahead.
That the life also of Yahushua.
But at the same time, see, this is not an old man class, old man, new man. You know why these scriptures are here? Because what Christ is telling us to do is in the adverse is something else is happening on the other hand, which is death. Death of the old man, life of the new man. You're supposed to be coming to life. You're supposed to be being sparked. And don't let nobody take your spark, man. You can't even let yourself take your spark. I've been in this truth 30 years. I ain't letting nobody take my spark. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you act. I don't care what dead-ass face you look at me in. It don't matter. You know why? Because the word is true. And there's been too many stubborn, rebellious, stiff-necked Israelites that thought you were the one gangster and you can kick against the pricks of the Most High. We got to go through these things to be accepted of the Most High. Go ahead.
That the life of also of Yahushua might be made manifest in our bodies.
Right. See, that's what's supposed to be manifest in our bodies. The life of Christ. So, are you being pulled from that or to that? Are you being pulled to Christ or from Christ? If you're being pulled to, then keep moving in the spirit. You're being pulled from, then you got to acknowledge how and what is pulling you from the spirit. You got to acknowledge it. Like I said, I don't have to judge you. Judge yourself. Go ahead.
Verse 11.
For
we which live are always delivered unto death.
Yeah, see, we live. That old man got to be dying. I'm going to say it again. So that way y'all won't break down the scripture wrong. He's talking about in two ways. The one way that old man is dying. The other way is that everything in predicament we put ourselves in, for Christ, we lose. We lose, man. We lose trying to be this spark, this life, this breath, the word. But at the same time, the old man is dying too. Right? It has to be that way. For one to be renewed, for one to come about, one got to die, right? No man, except he be born again, you cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right?
Right.
Then you can go over the whole, I think it's 15th chapter of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, about the seed dying. And unless that seed dies, it's not going to bring forth what is. So you got that apple seed. That apple ain't going to come unless that seed dies. And a lot of Israel don't understand that. Are you still dying? You still dying for the truth? You still dying for righteousness? You still changing? You still getting better? You gotta be. Go ahead.
Delivered unto death.
What verse are you at?
Verse 11.
All right, finish verse 11.
Delivered unto death.
Go ahead.
For Yahushai's sake. That the life also of Yahushai might be made manifest in our mortal flesh.
You see? So Christ is going to be manifest in our mortal flesh as the old man dies and we're renewed. So where are you getting torn? Why are you second guessing? Because somebody's taking more power over you. You understand that? Because there's always a method and a way to keep fighting in the spirit. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 15.
2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
And that he died for all. That they which live should not henceforth live unto themselves.
I want you to read that one more again for them, Mike, because a lot of people don't understand. We're not here. You're not here for yourself. You're bought with a price. Read it again.
God. Verse 15. And that he died for all.
Right.
That they which live should not henceforth live unto themselves. But
you're not supposed to live to yourself. So every day you're supposed to want to be corrected on how to do it right for Christ. Every day. You're supposed to be wearing out the footsteps. You entitled niggas, man. Israel feel like they're entitled, that they're owed everything. No, God owes me. He don't owe us nothing. He's had grace. We got to go over a class on grace for y'all, man. Because y'all don't understand what we got. We got grace. And the Most High is going to even that grace is going to be wider understood as all these demons start breaking down everybody else. You're going to see how much grace you got. See? Because you got the protection. But we need to go over a class on that. Finish that up.
But
you're going to read down to 17. Go ahead.
But unto them which died for them and rose again.
Right.
Wherefore, henceforth, know we no man after the flesh. Yea, though we have known Christ after the flesh.
Wait, read it again, because read it one more time.
God, I'll start over.
Go ahead.
16. Wherefore, henceforth, know we no man after the flesh.
Right.
Yea, though we have known Christ after the flesh.
Right.
Yet now henceforth, now we know him no more.
Right.
Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away.
Right. So why do you have to? You must get corrected. You must get told. You must be enlightened. Because the old man has to go. He got to go. The old woman has to go. There's got to be a new creature. Go ahead. Is that it?
Behold, all things are become new.
Right. Behold, all things are become new. One last scripture, Romans 6 and 8. Romans 6, verse 8.
Romans chapter 6 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
If we be dead with Christ.
So, if we be what?
Dead with Christ.
Now, come on now. Do y'all got to die? Do y'all got to die, class? But what has to die?
Old man.
The what?
Old man.
So how are you going to die the old man if you won't be told what is old? Y'all get it?
Good.
How are you going to die the old man if you won't be told what is old? Go ahead.
We believe that we shall also live with him.
Right. And that's real. Y'all, we's have to understand that the only way we're going to live with Christ is if we die with him. What y'all need to put together, and which we've been over 1 million times, is understanding what was those requirements. What did he go through that you would have to go through? Y'all have to understand that. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Knowing that Christ, being raised from the dead, dieth no more.
Right. So, all right. So that was it on that. Let me ask this. Was that class clear, or was there something that was misunderstood in the class? Okay. I mean, it gotta be clear. Who? Yeah.
No, I see that's why I like that scripture. I see it every day. Galatians, I've been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live.
Right.
Christ lives in me, and like lives in the body.
There you go. That's beautiful.
Now, every day I got scriptures everywhere in my house, different scriptures. But this kingdom is not his kingdom, because evil rule this kingdom. So we are here to build the kingdom now.
Right.
That's all we are here for.
Some of us don't think that. Some of us think that this is our kingdom, and we got to make it comfortable here for us. And any slight of uncomfortability, they don't want no part of. But it takes uncomfort. And listen. You're still gonna have things, but the Most High is gonna show if you're ready to give them up, if you're ready to lose them. You know. So, anybody else on that topic, on the class? Anybody online? Since we got a good connection now, if y'all got any question, y'all got anything quick?
I have a lot of questions.
Right. Well, listen. Do this. If y'all got a lot of questions, Sabbath class, we go with note from 10 on to whenever questions stop. So we don't have a limit. So we're going to be here at 10 a.m. in the morning. All right? So if we didn't get your questions because the link, I didn't want to just sit around while the link got a good connection. So ask them in the morning. We'll be here at 10 a.m. in the morning. Just ask. And we'll go over the questions. We're going to send the link out again tomorrow. Once again, I mean, majority of y'all that are on there, y'all got to know by now to hit the like button. Put the little bell. Put the little bell so you can get the classes. And then when we get up tomorrow, just ask questions, and then we'll go over all those questions. Once again, the new sister, did you have a question, sis? Like on anything? Yeah, I know you've been here twice. Oh, it's the third time? Third. If you had any, you didn't have none? Okay. All right. So nobody had any questions? Tawada for y'all that are giving, any alms, any offerings. For the ones that do want to help out, the Passover is coming up. If you want to help out, give any alms or anything for the Passover, we would appreciate it. Okay. Remind you, we use the word alms because that's in the Bible. All right. When cats ask for tithes, the brothers and sisters start getting funny. We're asking for alms. Alms is a free will offering from your heart. So, the Passover's coming up. We need for the Passover location. If y'all want to participate, we would appreciate that. Okay. All right. So, any other things? Any other announcements? Oh, once again, because you brothers and sisters are all on there. Hanukkah, as far as from Monday, from the 11th to the 18th, we're not having class, so don't panic. We will be on after that. All right. If you're in Houston area, Shalom, Mark. If you're in the Houston area, you can go ahead and come in and join us. All right. For that. For the High Holy Week. All right. Is that it, y'all? Nobody had any questions? I know they had them online. We'll wait for those in the morning. Let's salute them and say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. All righty then.